You keep the glow trap. What's happening, fellas? I hope you're doing good, man. I'm personally doing great, man. I always give thanks and praise the Almighty God because God actually protects me. You know what I'm saying, fellas? Yeah, man. I know God lately has been doing great things in your life. Claim it, fellas. Claim everything you ever dreamed of because you are going to save yourself. Because you are going to save yourself. Mastering yourself will actually bring you closer to God. Yo, fellas, I mean, if you actually put in the work, doing what you have to do, hey, fellas, you can never fail, man. You can argue whatever you want, but if you genuinely put in the work, which means you genuinely trying, not trying half of the time, but you dedicated, you logged in, you'd realize that all of these things you're searching, all of these things you're trying to search out there, that's not it, man. That's not it. You need to find yourself. The more you find yourself, a channel, a path, gates opened. A channel, a path opens. A frequency. You start operating on a higher frequency. When you start operating on a higher frequency, you get in tuned with the higher frequency. You will start to realize that life is happening for you and not to you. So what am I saying? I'm saying you will be operating on a higher vibration. A state whereby you know that you are your own self. Hey fellas, don't get me wrong. All you'll be doing is channeling yourself or connecting yourself more with God. If you master yourself, if you understand yourself, I'm talking of that voice, if you can beat it down and say, listen, this is how we work, this is how we're going to operate, you will be living on my rules based on my terms. And you following through doing that, I'm telling you, bro, by just doing that, you have actually unlocked many doors. Opportunities start flowing, but only if you master yourself. Not mastering yourself only will help you, because now you need a source to lie on. I'm talking of you. You always have this expectation, and you always want to see it happening. I'm talking to you. There's a light at the end of a tunnel. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. Yo, man, you know that you're just getting started. You know that. And bro, if you can pan out, you can zoom out, you start realizing things God has actually done for you. Great things. So fellas, I want to walk you through this imaginary vision. Imagine there's a triangle right there. We just drew a triangle right there. At the top of the triangle is action. The left side of the triangle is faith. And the bottom right is decision. So it's fed, duff, whatever you want to call it. But let's go with the fed. You need to have faith before you actually take action. But it starts with a decision. A decision you make turns into a desire. The desire you now have, you channel it to faith. That's connecting with the source. Where are you putting your faith in? You're putting your faith in God. You connect with the source, then you take action. As simple as that. We all know things we should be doing, but we don't do them. Why? I know. You fear criticism. You fear failing. But fellas, if I can actually tell you, watching this video right now, that you're 5 failures away from your success, how fast would you want to fail? How fast would you want to fail? Exactly. Because you know that you're only left with 5 failures for you to reach your success. You never give up. You would even want to fail 3 times in a day so that you actually, get it over with. and start enjoying that success. But you have to first envision this. You have to first put yourself into this conscious state where you realize that you're doing it no matter how you feel. This is your new norm. You're going to do it no matter how you feel. Opportunities start to open. You start getting this understanding. The more you keep reading the scriptures, the more you keep reading your scriptures, wisdom is pouring, understanding is nurturing, understanding is growing. You become your true identity. You draw closer to God. There's no two ways about that. You start developing a self-conscious state. You become aware. You become alert of everything. So yo fellas, don't fall on this stage. Try finding yourself if you haven't found yourself already. Because only if you find yourself, you start understanding why you pray in a certain way, why you pray in the way you pray. And at times it might be not praying the things you want to achieve and just praying the basics. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with praying the basics. But try to break it down whilst you're praying to God. I mean, like, you have things you definitely want. That decision needs to be turned into faith. When you turn that decision into faith, you take action. Only if you put in the work channeled through faith, derived from decision, you will never fail. So until next time, fellas, Uncle Phil signing out. I'm out.